ahead, Spectrum, y'all. It's me, Brandon. I'm here with two lovely gentlemen today. Go ahead, start it off.
What's up, man? It's Double A in the building. Representing the Jetty brand. I just want to make sure everybody go get yourselves 3 cultures in one family. You can DM us at the Jetty, _Jetty_brand, or you can email us at thejettybrand@gmail to get information how to get the book. And we have a guest here today. You want to introduce yourself, Falcon fan?
My name is Darnell, and I am a disgruntled Falcon fan.
Here we go.
I appreciate you guys having me on today to vent, get some things off my chest. But yeah.
But let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. Atlanta. So we already know who's left, and it's in your background. Big Julio. What's your thoughts, man? What do you think? What do you think about the Julio move?
Man, to be quite honest, I have mixed feelings on the situation. Obviously, I feel Julio is the best Falcon of all time, and I appreciate what he's done for the city and for the Falcon organization. I'm just a little bit discouraged by the way how he left. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if there's something more to the story. When I first heard about them trading Julio, I was a little baffled as to why would they want to do that. I can understand they're doing a complete rebuild. If you want to get rid of Matt, you want to get rid of Julio and tear it down completely, I'm okay with that. I understand that. But when you decide you're going to keep Matt and then you draft Kyle Pitts, I'm assuming this team is feel like they're going to go all in on offense because I know we ain't going to stop nobody.
No,
I'm saying? So I figure we're going to go all in on offense and, and try to do the best we can to make the playoffs or whatever. Especially we got one extra team this year, I believe, right? To make the playoffs?
Yeah, one extra. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Right.
And an extra game, too, at that.
Right. So, I figured, with Julio, with Kyle, Ridley, Matt, new run game, new offensive coordinator, new coach. I thought we had a chance to, see what we can do on offense and see what we can do, you know what I'm saying? And then to get the news that we're trying to trade Julio for cap reasons, that's what I first believed. Obviously come to find out that, but obviously to come to find out that, Julio requested a trade. And
right. And do you think Julio requesting the trade was really about winning, because he said he wants to win, he wants to play with a big arm quarterback, or do you think it's all about the money? Like he wants a new contract?
Let me tell you something about Julio, okay? Now I don't know Julio personally, obviously, right? I follow him on some social media platforms and whatnot, but Julio never struck me as a person to be all about just winning. Julio to me comes across as somebody who's really good at football, but isn't really exactly passionate about football. Now I know some of these other guys, some of these other receivers, you see Antonio Brown, you see Odell, you see all these other receivers always putting in work, working out, exercising, putting on social media. And I know Julio's not that big on social media, he doesn't have that much presence on social media. But every time you see Julio on social media, it ain't practicing football. He ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? He's always traveling. He's always on some island, some vacation, some whatever, And that's cool. I mean, he might be just a private person and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But he just never struck me as football is his number one priority. So with that being said, I think Julio enjoys football, but I think he enjoys more for the lifestyle that it brings, as opposed to him winning or him whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that definitely makes. I can see that. I mean, he's going. You think about it, if he stays in Atlanta, right? It's tough. It's a tough division. He would have to put in all 110% to be that guy. Like he has to. Not saying that he wouldn't have great teammates around him, because exactly you draft Pitts. You thinking Pitts, Calvin Ridley, and Julio, and you got a
that's an unstoppable offense right there.
That's good. like that, and you got a QB is a veteran, like he's got it. Like, so I get, like, to me it's like it's not a bad place, but yes, defense is one thing, and it's one of those things like Atlanta's, like how it is with almost every team in the NFL. They have great enough players, but is it enough? Right? Like, is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna push them over the top? Right? And I feel like he went the safe route. I think, like how you said, he's not, football maybe isn't his number one priority. Maybe he's just trying to chill, and maybe he's trying to get a ring the easy way. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go. And again, we don't get to pick and choose to say like he chose Tennessee. Like, maybe he did get to say somewhere he went to, because it just kind of all coincidentally. You had AJ Brown, like, oh, let's come over here. So coincidentally, it all worked out. But going to Tennessee is definitely a better situation overall. Like, he's going to a team that's gonna be playoffs back to back years. Like,
that's where I disagree at, though.
Okay.
See, the thing is, they weren't great on defense last year. Actually, they were pretty poor on defense, right? Tennessee Titans.
And that's Tennessee? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans I'm talking about. They were poor on defense, so they were all offense, right? Mm-hmm. Who was their offensive coordinator last year and the year before when they were doing really good? Arthur Smith. Where's Arthur Smith now? Head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, right? So you take Arthur Smith out there, you know what I'm saying? We know how much, like, as a Falcons fan, once Kyle Shanahan left, I know the difference between what we had on offense when he was there and after he left. We never recovered, right? So I'm not sure I believe in Ryan Tannehill without the offensive coordinator that brought him back to life.
That's a big thing.
The only thing I disagree with that is, Arthur Smith was the reason why Ryan Tannehill had those great couple of years. The reason I'm disagreeing, when you got Julio Jones, you got AJ Brown, you got Derrick Henry, that's already easy for Ryan Tannehill to be. It doesn't take much. I don't think an offensive coordinator can go in there and mess that up.
Bro, you're talking to a Falcons fan. We had Matt Ryan. We had Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu.
Y'all been a great offense. It wasn't. Scoring wasn't a problem.
I mean, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, and then fast forward, we had Todd Gurley. I know he was on his last legs, but we had all the talent in the world, and we had a terrible offensive coordinator. And look how that happened. Look what happened. So I definitely believe the coordinator can make a big difference. So you know
what? That is true. You make a good point on the coordinator conversation because you say Arthur Smith is the reason why the Titans did well. But the big part of Titans offense is the running game. Like, that is the Titans offense. It's literally feed Derrick Henry, and if we feed them to the point where maybe they get a stop, then we play action, then we throw the ball, we flea flicker, we do something. And maybe that's what Julio is afraid of. Maybe he's like, well, great, we got a run-heavy coach coming in. And he's like, okay, well, like, now it's going to change to where it's all run-heavy.
And affect his numbers, right?
I want the ball. You know what I'm saying? Right. And again, Matt Ryan versus Tannehill is a whole conversation in itself. I don't think there's a difference. I don't think going from Matt Ryan, but not in a good. And this is a good thing for Matt Ryan. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay, got you.
No, I'm saying like Ryan Tannehill to me isn't an arm slinger. Like I don't. A lot of people understand that when they look at the long ball, a lot of that's also the receiver picking up yards, right? So Tannehill's biggest throw last year was 75 yards, and if I'm correct, Matt Ryan's was 63. The difference, Matt Ryan's was 63 in the end zone, and that was against the Bears when he hit when there was that blown coverage. Calvin Ridley went deep and got that ball.
Right.
Wide open. So that was a deep ball, and that was in the end zone when he caught that ball. Tannehill's was a 40 to 50 yard throw, and then AJ Brown had to pick up the rest of those yards to make it 75. So to me, it's like to say, well, I need a good arm quarterback. You have a QB that's throwing over 4,000 yards every year. It's not like he's throwing trash.
Right.
He's throwing 4,000 yards average. Like, that's an average every year he hits 4,000. You have a QB. You're going to a QB now that went from 2,000 to 3,000, and he almost eclipsed 4,000. But again, it was a run-heavy defense. How are they going to do now with the new offensive coordinator? How are they going to push the ball more downfield now that they got Julio? You know, I think that's there's a lot of things that have to be answered with that. But I give Matt Ryan the benefit of the doubt. Matt Ryan's a beast. Like he shouldn't be the one getting shitted on for this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah, he's been very disrespected. You know, but you know, you bring up a good point, and I was thinking about that as well. You know, obviously when Arthur Smith came, well, rewind. It's the writing's on the wall that Julio was probably going to end up being cut or traded next year because really needs to get paid, right? And they can't have two high price wide receivers that you just can't. You can't win like that, right?
Like the young one or the old one. For sure.
Well, exactly.
Right.
So I think Julio was probably thinking the long term, the long game. He was probably thinking like, look, I already had a down season this past season, right? Even when I was healthy, Ridley was balling, you know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of really success obviously comes due to the bracket, the coverage that Julio gets. So I'm not discrediting that. But Julio looked at the long game and said, look, this is going to be a run-heavy offense. Calvin Ridley's going to be getting paid. He's going to be featured a lot. They're going to be double teaming me. By the time they cut me next season, my number is going to be down. And it's going to be probably much harder getting the contract or the money that he wants going into next season. You know, with numbers that are down, he's going to be another year older. He'll probably be 33, 34 by that time, you know. So, you know, to credit Julio, he's probably thinking the long term. And I'll never fault the man for getting his money, right? I mean, no matter how I feel about the situation, like, yeah, go get your money, you know?
All right, big question. Where do you think they, record-wise, where they finish next season? Be honest with it. You gotta be honest with it.
I know.
Don't be a fan.
Well,
like, we're going to
especially you got the defending champs up in that division.
Man, look, we have an easier schedule, and with Julio, I would like our chances to win some shootouts, right? But without Julio and without, as of right now, no additions on defense, I don't see where the pass rush is going to come from. The secondary is suspect. I mean, I would be lucky to be 8-8 at the most.
8-9.
You got that extra game. 8-9 or 9-9?
Oh, right. All right, so 8-9. Right. I'd be happy if we can go at least 8-9, be respectable, man. But I truly have no clue what to expect from this team, you know, but my expectations are very low, so I can't be disappointed this season. That's for sure.
Yeah, man, that defense is going to be that's going to be it, man. That's the Achilles heel. Like, it's got to be, they have to play, like, all 4 quarters, because they start games great, and then they just fall apart.
Right.
You got to be ball all 4 quarters, and hopefully, maybe with Arthur Smith, their new head, maybe that changes.
Yeah, just maybe a new energy. They probably be more right.
Well, the reason why the Falcons over the years have blown leads and can't stay on leads is we haven't been able to run the ball. You know, so when you have a big lead and you can't run the ball out, we're forced to keep throwing and keep, you know. And I just feel like that's the reason why we've always been able to blow leads, because we can't run the clock out.
You're right, yeah, because I see that right on a lot of thirds, third and fours, 3rd and 6s, trying to throw a slant route in there, or throwing out routes to the they're throwing out routes and hitting it.
And then we stop the clock for incompletion or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So for whatever reason, we just, since post Super Bowl, so 2017 and on, we haven't been able to run the ball, and that's why you see, you know, us, you know, and hell, even in the Super Bowl, we didn't run the ball, and that's why that's why we blew the damn lead, right?
It still hurts.
That's why we blew the lead. So, like I said,
that'll stick me for the rest of my life, man.
I
know. I'd rather be a Jets fan.
Yeah,
man, trust me, dog. One of my best friends.
So, as a Bears fan, I'm hurting on that double doink, bro. That's the Atlanta fan to all those Atlanta fans that are gonna watch this. What do you tell them?
Falcons fans, just stay strong. We've been through a lot of heartbreak as it is. This is nothing compared to what we've been through all these years. So, you know, just keep supporting the team and just be patient with the new regime. Like I said, new offensive, no head coach, new general manager. You know what I'm saying? No, let's just see where it goes. And I'm not going to judge them. I'm going to just wait and see how it plays out and hope for the best.
All right. So you heard
like that.
Atlanta fans. This is the Fan Spectrum again. Darnell, appreciate you for coming on the show today, man.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, my man. And obviously, you know, we're here with Big Double A, Big B.
Double A's always in the building.
Yeah,
we out.
All right, guys. Thank you, fellas. All right.
Peace.